Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is your international fan reaction for that disappointing 2-1 defeat by Wolves to Everton. We've got 9 countries represented and 11 people on this one, so have a listen to the guys and see if you agree with their points. If you want to skip to an individual person, just check in the description and you can link straight through to that person or country. Without any further ado, let's go around the world.
Dave, hi guys, and here from Verbier in Switzerland at 1600 metres on what is a very snowy night here. Sad defeat, another one, unfortunately. We have so many players out injured, and I had to even look online to find out what happened to Adama this evening. It was a late notice in the media that he was injured, not being sold, which I guess is a positive, but we have too many people off injured, and it's becoming almost impossible for Nuno to find a team to, well, string it all together and get us a win. Tonight we had our chances, some good ones. My man of the match goes to Neto, who continues to run rings. I think Aiden played well. I thought Semedo the last few matches and again today played very well. I think we're really lacking up front, and I think Cutrone must be given a game now in place of Fabio on the bench to see what happens. We've got local derby against West Brom at the weekend, and well, let's hope that we can get our act together and get the ball in the net and pull ourselves together and start winning again.
Hi Dave, Andy in Melbourne here. That was a bit disappointing again. Thought in the first half, apart from when they scored, where we got sort of a bit exposed at the back, I thought we coped quite well. Thought seeing Neves pop up in the penalty area was a bit of a surprise, but second half terrible. Just no rhythm, no real clue as to how to unlock the door, as they say. Thankfully I'm old enough to remember Richards and Dugan playing together and know how well a big strapping centre forward and as a target man and somebody who can play off and can rip teams apart. We desperately need a striker. We've got to have some more presence up front. Cutrone, as good as he might be, he's not the answer because he's just not big enough. He's more of a number 10, just not creating anywhere near the amount of chances that we need. Got to play better than this on Saturday against that horrible stripy mob. We just know they're going to pack the defence, and unless we keep the ball on the floor and get trickier and try to turn them inside out, lumping it down the middle is not going to work very well. Man of the match, thought Dendoncker contributed well. Sort of there was a lot of huffing and puffing from various other people, but I'm going to give it to Neves. I thought he had a reasonably good game, good goal. Tried to get us forward as much as he could, was unlucky with the free kick. Anyway, let's hope we have a better result on Saturday, otherwise I think we'll all be hanging our heads in shame. Cheers.
Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff here in Alabama. Got finished watching the match against Everton, and I think like a lot of Wolves fans, I'm a bit deflated, and deflated is how I would describe our defense, and that's pretty frustrating. I think we should have gotten at least a draw. Generally speaking, I think we played well after the first 10-20 minutes. That first 5 minutes, though, of that goal that we gave away, I don't think we were quite awake yet. We've got to stop doing that. Second half, it just got more and more slumberish, and we know we've got some people out and we don't have the full attack, but at the same time, it's the back end, Dave, and that's what worries me the most. I know we've got some players that'll be coming back, and that's going to help. And I am hearing that we may not sign anyone in the January transfer window, and I hope that doesn't happen. I could see bringing in that's having Cutrone in, so we don't have to sign another striker, and that's fine. But we got to sign someone else on that back line, Dave. We just don't have enough. Bali's out, and even with Bali was in, we're still. We need a bit more. I think in this match, of course, hindsight's 2020. This match may have been one we should have started with the back three. Try not to second guess too much. It wasn't a completely dreadful, and people will say it was dreadful. But there was moments of dreadful, but the whole match wasn't dreadful. Neves, I think, put on a fine match outside of his goal, but I think he showed his quality. I am very concerned at Neto as far as for his injury. I hope that's not going to be hurting us because we're running low. But Neves, my man of the match. Frustrating. I think we should have gotten at least a point out of that. And well, I say that after the first half, I say we should have gotten at least a point. But after the second half, no, it was Everton's to win. As Wolfman Jeff here in Alabama.
Hello there, Chris here in Athens. Another disappointing result. I think conceding that goal early on, again a disaster. We have to stop conceding first. It was a good goal from Neves, great balling from Aiden. Overall though, I don't think we created enough clear chances again. I think Silva's, he might have potential, but at the moment he's a liability. He gives the ball away too quickly, he goes down too easily, and sometimes we need to just hold the ball up and lay it off to someone, and he's not able to do that at the moment, and it means that Wolves are kind of playing with 10 men at some points. It's harsh to say, but we can't mess around. We need to sort the situation out as quick as we can. Neto, I really hope that's not a serious injury. He obviously wasn't very comfortable after he had that knock, and up until that point I thought that Neto was playing very, very well. Traore out injured as well before this game. I mean, what to say, that the guy starts to hit some form, all of a sudden he's out injured again, so not great. Terrible to concede that goal again towards the end. I mean, you'd have backed Saiss or Dundonka to clip really, but they didn't. They put it in the back of the net. Worrying times, I think, as a Wolves fan. Disappointed with the result. I thought probably a draw would have been fair enough. It's starting to look worrying, actually. Not sure at man of the match this week. I can't think of anyone that really stood out. So, hoping for a bit better next time. From Athens, always Wolves.
International fan reaction from Amy in a very rainy Wolverhampton today on the aftermath of the Everton game, and I think the rain probably sums up a bit how we all feel. A little bit miserable about the situation, a little bit frustrated. I thought the first half was really good for both sides, very, very competitive, but I feel in the second half Everton were just happy to come out and let Wolves play the ball and then obviously try and get a goal if they could, which obviously they did. So we've all said it before, we all think the same things. The lack of forward presence and the injuries are obviously a worry. Petroni comes back and he needs more time, time on the pitch, time to play again. Thought Gibbs White looked quite impressive, and obviously the star man of the match was Neves. Scored a goal in the box, which was fantastic to see, but also could have also scored a free kick and then a Derby-esque goal as well. So it's nice that he's getting a bit forward, a bit more, got the confidence going into the box and allowed to be a bit more creative on the play, which hopefully will come through on Saturday. But you know, it's another defeat, which is hard to take, and we just need a win, which hopefully will come on Saturday. So we all know what's going to happen on Saturday. So yeah, let's just look forward to that, and it'll come good. It will come good.
Hello all, this is Matt from Berlin after another rubbish Wolves result. Continuing our terrible run of form, 1 win in 300. 1 goal in 400 games, whatever it is at this point, I'm losing count. We look good in flashes, but yet again, since about 2001, we can't maintain a 90-minute performance. We either are good in the second half or we're good in the first half. We can't string two halves together. So at the moment, we're decent in the first half, but quite dreadful in the second half. Look at Brighton, look at this game. It's becoming frustrating because I think as a football fan, the most frustrating thing is when you see the same mistakes being made over again and again. Why do we start well? Why do we concede first? Why can we not string 90 minutes together? Why can't we defend corners or crosses? Like Dunk scores against Brighton, and now Keane scores. It's the same goal. Like, what are we doing on the training ground? We don't score goals. We don't defend goals. I feel like I could record this video and then we'll just play it every Saturday, and it's probably the same, to be honest. Maybe I'll do that. I'll save myself a job. I'll say this, And then at the end of the Albion game, if it's the same result, I'll just repost it, because it's probably going to be the same result, because we don't seem to learn. Fine, we've got injuries, 5 people out, you know, first teamers, but it's frustrating. The season's done. Just stay up at this point. I mean, if we lose against Albion, I might stop watching football. I won't. But Allardyce is awful. He's an awful human and he's an awful manager. And if he plays long ball and sort of looks at this game and decides, you know what I'm quite good at is putting crosses to the box and scoring with headers. What Wolves are quite bad at is all of those things. If he has the Allardyce masterclass, I fear for what might happen to us. So yeah, let's see what happens on Saturday, because if we lose this, then the sky's falling in and I will probably cry myself to sleep for a week. I will see you on Saturday. Godspeed. Stay safe. Speak soon.
Evening, guys. Paul here from Spain. Another disappointing night, and where do we go? Where do we start analysing that? I'm not sure. First half, I thought we were decent against a team that was really quite defensive. So, but then they came out, scored a quick goal again. Another conceded goal within the first 5-10 minutes. Silva, well, you know, give all the lad pats on the back and use his age as an excuse, all the rest of it. Currently, the lad is going to suffer greatly with lack of confidence, because the longer it goes on with him in the firing line like this, then I can't see it improving his game. I'm no expert. Nuno's the expert. He says the lad's getting better. I can't see it, not on tonight's performance. And that's not his fault wholly. It's the fact that he's been thrown in at the deep end. So some work to be done there. Attacking options are negligible, totally negligible. Then Donker did okay. Neves, Moutinho in the first half, okay. Morgan Gibbs-White actually, which surprised me. I wondered why we brought him back, but I thought he ran his socks off tonight until he came off. So good luck to the lad. On to the Baggies Saturday. If we lose to them guys, Wolverhampton will be in an uproar, as will the rest of us around the world, I guess. But anyway, 2-1 loss, move on. Let's see what happens between now and Saturday. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and God bless. Cheers.
Hey Dave, New York Wolves. Another frustratingly disappointed video. Falls into the category of we didn't deserve to lose that, except that the other team scored more goals than we did. Category. So disappointing. I mean, you know, we were asleep the first 10 minutes and terrible defending for the first goal, so we won't dwell on that. But that sparked us into life, and we were honestly looking really dangerous. Some of the best football we've played in quite a while. You know, Gibbs-White looked good. Neto is always great. Ait Nouri, that superb cross for a great finish from Neves inside the penalty area. Haven't said that before, other than penalties. And I really think we were dominant, but you know, how many times have we dominated possession, looked dangerous, just not scored? You know, I think we've got to remember also that it's not just Raul being injured, but Podence was injured tonight. You know, Traore, I assume it was an injury that kept him out tonight. He was just starting to come into some form. And then, you know, when Neto went down, you think, damn, is all 4 of our front 3, are they all going to be out injured on top of selling Jota last summer? You know, it's no surprise we're struggling to score goals, you know, and that's the biggest problem. I think overall, individually, I think everybody did pretty well tonight. I can't think of any poor performances. It's not clicking and the goals aren't coming, and that's going to continue to be a problem. So, frustrating. You know, we have Albion and Chorley up next. Maybe a chance to exercise 2 demons in 8 days, with the 5-1 defeat last time we played them in the Premier League, and then obviously the Chorley debacle in 1986. So hopefully those 2 results will give us something to cheer about. But, you know, the way things are falling for us at the moment, you know, I looked at that Neves free kick All right, just bounced off the corner of the goal. I think that sums up our season. So near, so far. You know, if a few inches the other way, that goes in, we take the lead and probably win. You know, I think that's been a theme throughout the season. You know, the Brighton game, how many games has it been that close? And we just aren't getting it done. So I think it's going to continue to be a bit of a slog of a season. But, you know, we keep the faith, we move on to the next one, and hopefully we're all celebrating a happy weekend beating the Albion. So talk to you next time.
Fellow Wolves fans, Brighton, Thailand. We lost last night 2-1. Apart from the first 10 minutes in the first half, I thought we were the better side. Defensively, it was a poor goal to give away, but at the other end, when we equalised, I think their defence was a little bit lax to allow Neves to score. But first half weren't too bad. You know, in my view, it was a good game. But second half, it just seemed sort of like, you know, it was a battle in midfield between both sides, and nobody really created anything until they got the winner from an header from Michael Keane. We can't score goals. You know, I've had a look at the stats today. What is it? 18 games, scored 19 goals, and got 22 points in 14th place. You only have to look up in the stands to see where the problem is. 5 first teamers out injured. One of them you won't see this season in Raul, and that's where the problem lies. A good cup run. I think that's the only thing that's going to keep our season going for the continuation of the season. And I read in the media today that apparently I know they were after Origi, but that's not going to happen now. Apparently the Fosun have said there's no funds available, so I think it looks as though we've got to make do with what we've got. Next few games difficult. Got to win 3 out of 5, I think.
Aiden Purcell checking in from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Just comments on Wolves versus Everton. Again, a microcosm of the season where we played really well, and there's some players who are buzzing around and making good runs, and we're just not finding those goals. I thought Neto played really well. I thought Aiden played really well. I thought Neves was obviously back to his old ways, which was brilliant to see. But again, we don't have that target man up top. Silva's not the answer. Catrone's not the answer. I understand Silva's young. I understand Catrone's back from loan. They're not the answers up front. They're not scoring goals. We need somebody to score goals right now. Again, the defending is sloppy. The cross for the second goal should have never been allowed in. Positionally on the first goal, I thought Semedo lost his man and behind him, and then I thought all 3 of our midfielders, Dendoncker, Moutinho, and Neves, all lost that run coming in from the top of the box. So again, just simple things that we could see with the human eye, and not being fixed, and that's frustrating. Would have liked to see Catrone come on a little bit earlier, just because he runs around a little bit more and gets stuck in a little bit more than Silva does at this current moment in time. But neither of those guys are the answer for our goal scoring problems. They need to be fixed, and they need to be fixed before Saturday. We cannot perform against baggies like that. We need a big result. We need 3 points, and we need to get going here. So frustrating. Again, microcosm of the season. You know, all looks good up until the final third, and everything just kind of stops. So that needs to be addressed. That needs to be changed. I'll leave it at that. I've kind of droned on about the same things over and over and over again, but hopefully everybody's well. Stay safe, stay healthy. Come on, me babbies.
Again, thanks to everyone that's contributed to this one. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and smash a like on the video if you would. And yeah, big week, a couple of big weekends coming up, isn't it? 9 years we've waited to face the Albion. Wolves not in great form. They're looking for their first win. Sam Allardyce, Wolves fan, as their manager. Oh, already getting stressed about it. Anyway, hope you're all well. I'm Dazzling Dave, always Wolves.